Well, today I redid this foundation. It had the wire plaster on. I had to rip it all off and redo it. I'm going to show you how I did it. Well, before I get going on this project, I want you to look at what's going on. This is all falling off because it has wire. You see the wire? And it's all falling off. You can see it all falling off through here. And over here, where it fell off, looks to me like this is where all the bugs were. See all the bug stuff in here? That's because when you use wire, it's going to rot away. Here's the nail holes. See? They rot. Especially in our area during the winter. The snow comes in the winter and it gets against it. So we're going to tear this all off. First thing we're going to do, dig along the side here so we can get down in there like that. Now, gotta find out what's loose, what isn't loose. You see this? Now this is going already. See this? It's all put on with wire. We don't want that. I'm not going to use wire anymore. Get rid of all this stuff. You don't want no bugs getting behind it. You got to get down there far enough. Pull it out. See that? So see this? This is all bugs that are in behind here. We don't want that. So we're just going to clean this off for now. Later we're going to come over with the hose and give it a good wash down. And if we see any old nails sticking up, see them sticking up, they just fall apart. Anything with metal doesn't hold up. See that? So we want to get rid of these. Get this all repaired. Okay. Now some of this like this might be good. That's solid because it went in. It was probably wet on the bottom. And that's good. Okay, you're getting a picture. I get a crowbar. That works sometimes. And here we are again. That's all bug holes. And I don't know what kind they are. I ain't no expert on bugs. One of the reasons is because of the way they put this on. When you put this wire on, they got holes behind it. That's why I don't do that. I don't want no holes behind it. Well, we got most of it off. Just like a dentist. I'm telling you, that's all it is. See that? If it's loose, we're going to get it. If it ain't loose, we're going to leave it be. That's solid. And we go over here. That's all solid. Now this is all solid. Now the first thing I'm going to do is wash this down really good. Now I'm going to get a little of this mortar mix rapid set because it dries really fast. I got a little patching to do. And I'm going to add a little water to it right here. Get this mixed up because this is real fast drying. Someone just wrote in and they said, I don't understand, like he was doing stucco and it had rocks in it. That's because they bought the concrete mix. They didn't buy the mortar mix. So So that's good. And now I just wet it, but I'll go over it with the sponge again. And I gotta fix up these things to square them off, you see? You don't need a bonding agent with this stuff. It takes care of itself. So, pretty hard already. I'm just going to go over it and make sure there's no big humps like that. See that? Now it's all ready to be plastered. So I'm making my own mix. I got Mason sand and I got a little more, about a fourth of Portland, and then about a little more mortar, mortar. I make my own mixes. I'm not buying the pre-mix with the sand in it. And I'm putting in some fiberglass from the concrete company. That'll help to hold it together a little bit. Get it dry first. Add in the water. That. That's it. It's a little rich, but I want it rich. Now in this case, I'm going to make myself an old school bonding agent. I'm getting some Portland and I'm putting it in there, and I'm going to make it into like a paint. This is old school before they came out with all that new stuff. I'm going to mix it into a paint. That's going to be my bonding agent. That's going to make everything stick. That's it. Now this is the process. I wet it down once already. I wet it down again. Then I'm going to take my old school bonding agent, paint this Portland right on it. Just like that. You see that? That's going to make it stick like you won't believe. Better than any wire or anything. That's what I'm doing. See that? Now I'm going to start putting my plaster in. With the fibers. Like this. It's hard to do it with when you're a mason and you're doing masonry work. Can't do it with a hawk when you're on the ground all the time. I need something more. Alright. I'm doing this for the camera's sake. corners. See that? And I'm going right over the top of the rapid set. That's dry. And we gotta match the colors like that. I'm gonna go over this again. Let it down a little bit. Make sure it's moist. Go over with my old school bonding agent. Just like that. It's going to make it stick. Since the old timers did. Again. Start putting it on. Use this to go underneath. Now, kind of gotta feel it. That's pretty hard there. Ready for the sponge. Now you could go and get a sponge float, and this is all gonna be painted. And there are some ins and outs because it's only one coat. No use putting two coats on. I put one good thick coat on and I'm going to paint it. So we're not going to be too crazy. Finish. Remember, get your sponge, you rinse it out. You don't want water dripping all over the place. And you'll know when it's ready. Real light swirl. You get a little hole, just reach down, put some there with your fingers, like that. And then sponge over the top of it. See? Getting up here, it's a little wet yet, but not bad. That's it. Got that all finished up. So now I gotta wait 30 days. I'm gonna come back and paint it. I'm back 30 days later, and I am painting the foundation. So I'm going to talk about that job. A lot of contractors like to use wire. I have a video called out Foundation Repair Part 8. And in that video, the contractors insisted on using wire. Now it's not wrong. A lot of guys like 6 1/2 or half a dozen in the other. A lot of contractors want to use it because it hides all the cracks. But when I do it, I wet behind the wire, through the wire, and I get the cement in there so that it's solid, because you don't want voids. Some guys don't wet it and they just plaster over the wire and you get voids behind it. That's where you get termites and ants. So I'd rather do it the old school way. You might get some hair cracks here and there, but you just rub the cement in, and then when you paint it, it hides all that stuff. I used that rapid set mortar mix because it was the same day. I wanted to finish that wall the same day. I put that on first, and then I went over it with my regular cement mix. Bonding agents, the old school guys never bought bonding agents. They mix the Portland up with water and they paint it. And that sticks better than any bonding agent I think that they're making today. Now other guys who do stucco on the outside of houses, you know, with the wire around windows and that, and they're fixing it, yeah, they use bonding agents for that. But for a foundation, no, I just use the old school way. I also put fiberglass fibers in there. I get them from the concrete company. It's the same thing they mix in with the concrete, and it just adds like a wire mesh kind of feel to it, so it holds all that plaster together. Probably don't need it at all. Sometimes I don't use it, but in cases like that I do. And then we knew we were going to paint it, and this is the paint by Sherwin-Williams. It's a masonry paint. It went on really good, and I was really impressed with that. So that's it. I'm Mike Haduck. Don't forget I do sell some t-shirts and do have a website. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.